Hola a todos, ¿qué tal? Soy Cielo Faye, bienvenido a mi canal. So with this video, I wanted to go over some of the natural hair rules that I break with me being a heat trained natural. But honestly, I kind of feel like even if I was just a natural all the way, that I would probably still break some of these rules because I like to break rules in general. But bueno, nada más se decir, if you guys break any of these rules, I'd love to hear them in the comment section below. Or if you have any natural hair rules that you break in general, let me know because I may be interested in breaking that rule with you. Pero bueno, nada más a decir. Pero vamos a empezar. So number one, sleeping with a satin pillowcase. I actually used to sleep with one for many years and I had to stop when I was in Spain. That's when I really noticed that the satin pillowcase kind of traps in the oils that my face produces when I'm asleep, and it just really caused me to break out a lot. And then even when I came back to the US, I noticed that it was doing the same thing. So with a cotton pillowcase, it actually helps to dry out the oils that my skin overly produces, which helps me not to break out as much. So yeah, I actually sleep with a cotton pillowcase, and then I usually keep a satin bonnet on my head. The next rule I break is getting my hair trimmed every 6 to 8 weeks. I say this all the time. I don't feel like you need your hair trimmed all that often. In fact, I only get my hair trimmed once a year, and I found that my hair has been pretty healthy and it still grows and it still flourishes even with my one trim a year. If you have a lot of damage in your hair, then I would say maybe 6 to 8 weeks is something you may want to consider to slowly cut off that damage, so that way you're not noticing a huge length difference once you have to get your damage cut off. But other than that, I mean, if you're taking care of your hair, you don't really need to get it trimmed that often. The next natural hair rule that I break is obviously using heat sparingly. I use heat about bi-monthly now, and just depends on what I have to do each month. When I do use heat, I always make sure to be very careful with it, making sure not to put it on my hair more than once a week if I have to end up doing a touch-up or something like that. And then whenever I use heat, I always try to take the precautions to making sure that I am protecting it with making sure that I deep condition every time I wash my hair, or using a leave-in conditioner when I have it, and using heat protectant. Now, you guys have witnessed that not every single time I straighten my hair I have these things. So if I don't have it, unfortunately I have to kind of do without it, but also making sure that my diet is somewhat decent and that I'm drinking enough water. If your hair is healthy from the inside out, that'll kind of help to make up for the times that I lack when I don't have all the products that I need that day to straighten my hair. Not saying that it's ever okay for me not to use a heat protectant or, you know, these products every time that I straighten my hair, but if I don't have it, I don't have it, and my health helps to back me up a little bit when I don't have those things, because I'm still taking care of myself from the inside out, which is providing the nutritions and the things that my hair needs to kind of stay strong and healthy for the most part. Hope that makes sense. But yeah, using heat sparingly is not a rule that I follow. The next hair rule is keeping your hands out of your hair. I definitely don't follow that rule, and I don't know many people who follow that rule. I think it's something that we should try to follow, but I just think by habit we touch our hair for the most part. And even though you're supposed to keep your hands out of it because it does strip your hair of oils, and you end up getting those oils on your fingers and you can contaminate yourself. I don't know, it's just something that is comforting about playing with your hair. I haven't really experienced too much negative side effects in my eyes with touching my hair, but it is something that I do often. One of the next hair rules that I definitely break is don't shampoo your hair often. I remember that most people used to say that dirty hair grows. Then I've heard that myth debunked because many people say that actually clean hair grows while dirty hair stunts growth. Either way, I just prefer to have cleaner hair because my scalp can smell bad real quick. So just making sure that I'm keeping my scalp clean for hygiene purposes. I like to wash my hair once every 2 weeks. And then the last natural hair rule that I don't follow is finger detangling. Now, there's nothing necessarily wrong with finger detangling. It just takes a whole lot of time, and that's one of the reasons why I am a heat trained natural, is because I don't want to spend so much time on my hair every single time that I have to do it. So if I have to finger detangle, it's going to take a good 30 minutes to an hour, I feel like. So just making sure that I have a good detangling tool, I'm going to pretty much get the same results of if I were to do it with my fingers, but get the results in a much quicker time. Those are some of the heat train rules that I don't follow. I would love to know if you don't follow any of these rules, or if there's any rules that I didn't mention that you don't follow. Please leave them in the comment section below, and until the next video, ciao.
I want to thank me for doing all this hard work.